What's happening, team? It's just your homie S Dot coming back at you with another video. Today's video is going to be an interesting match between myself playing BlackWargreymon and then my opponent's playing X-Antibody, souped up with all the new cards, of course, out of the BT8 format. So jumping into the game, I'm going to just simply hatch a Koromon, Digivolve to an Agumon, and then to a Cyclomon, leaving him at 2 memory. He's going to hatch a Doraemon and then Digivolve into a Dorumon, and then play a Coda. And Coda's going to allow him to search the top 4 cards of his deck to hit an X-Antibody card and then add it to his hand. So he's going to add Osaryumon. We'll talk about Osaryumon later throughout the game. Of course, the cards will pop up on the screen, especially for all the new cards that you know, you may or may not have seen or not familiar with just yet. It's going to Digivolve into the Dorugamon, which is the one that will allow you to have blocker if he has an X-Antibody in the source, or if you have another Digimon on the field with X-Antibody in the traits. And its ESS allows you to gain 1000 DP on all turns if you're a Digimon. I want to say if the Digimon has X-Antibody, or you just get it in general. Then he's also going to play the new tamer coming out of BT8, which is the Yuji. Yuji allows you to, when you raise an X-Antibody, when you raise an X-Antibody, you gain a memory and draw a card, which is very strong. Of course, I'm looking at his field while I'm commentating. I got to get better. I played Agumon and I searched something. Agumon is really good in this deck. Of course, I want to say Agumon. The Cyclomon is really good in this deck because it is a Dragonkin. I'm sure you've probably seen other deck profiles in the past where him being Dragonkin and allowing you to get him, and then also Digimon with Greymon in his name. Having that +2 is something that's really nice for, you know, the red decks. So my opponent's going to raise the Dorugamon here and go to 4 memory because of the Yuji, gaining a memory and drawing a card. Digivolve into the BlackWargreymon, which is going to put him at 1 memory. And if he puts another Dorumon under there, he actually will gain 2 memory here. So, okay. So he put a Osaryumon under there, actually. And Osaryumon simply gives your Digimon with X-Antibody and its traits reboot. So very easy to remember on that one. And then he's also actually going to Digivolve into Doraemon. So if he actually had another Dorumon, he would have actually been able to start swinging that turn, because both Dorumons would have gained him 2 memory and put him back at 3. And then Digivolve into the Doragora. And then Doragora also gets to attack. And then you can use Yuji's effect. By the way, Yuji, when he attacks with the X-Antibody, he can suspend the Yuji to put a X-Antibody source under your your Digimon, which is very strong. So these stacks get crazy. I think this is the first deck ever that has inheritables literally in every effect, when usually you have like a solid stack out. Outside of Grumblemon, which would be unfortunate. Like literally everything gives some type of inheritable, which is pretty cool. I think I asked him if his Digimon had blocker. Apparently it didn't. So I'm going to hit a black memory boost, which is unfortunate, but it's going to give him a good bit of extra memory to work with on the following turn. Looks like I'm hurting for a 5 here with me attacking level 5, with me attacking how I did it. I also can't just like sit here forever. And honestly, ultimately, the fact that he is going to destroy both of my Digimon anyway, I need to might as well get the chip damage and get those attacks in. And that +2 I was talking about with the Agumon just happened right there. I grabbed the Metal Greymon from the new set, and then also grabbed another Cyclomon. So I'm at 0 now. What's unfortunate is, like, I used the Nokia to facilitate getting out the Agumon, but unfortunately the Agumon's going to fall to the Doragora. I probably should just Digivolve in the back, to be honest, and yeah, that's exactly what I do. I'm going to give him 4 memory, though. He already has, like, 5 memory maximum he can work with the effect. No, not even 5 memory. He has a Dorumon, so a Dorumon can give him a memory. The black memory boost can give him memory as well, so he has a lot to work with to build up a second stack and raising, which is going to spell trouble for me if I don't get going pretty soon. So he has a Doragray under there. We can see as he's lifting the card. I don't know if he's reading it or whatever, but he's going to attack. And then upon attacking, Doragora lets you add a X-Antibody into your source. And then you can delete up to 2 of your opponent's Digimon that have a play cost equal to or less the number of sources you have in your stack. So right now he should be going to 6, I want to say 5 or 6 in the stack. So either way, my Cyclomon and my Agu are going to be going down here. And he's going to get, I want to say, at least 2 checks in. No, he puts another Doragray under there. So another Doragray is going to allow him to be at like between 15 and 17k. I don't know what the number is, but it doesn't matter. Like, as long as 15k is like usually probably the threshold that you you get to, that you don't have to worry about much from your BlackWargreymon opponent in their security. So the only card he really has to worry about here is Dark Gaia Force, which it looks like I don't hit here. He's going to get 3 checks. The 3rd check's going to hit a Nokia. I decide either to not play an Agumon, or I didn't have one in my hand to play. I'm pretty sure I'd play an Agumon here to try to put some more pressure on the security, but I don't have that. It is what it is, unfortunately. He also went to 5 as well for the Dorumon effect, so pretty strong stuff there. He's gonna play the Dorumon. Dorumon's gonna allow him to search the top 3 cards. Or is it 4? Okay, I guess it's 4 cards. And no, it is 3. Okay. And so he lets you get the Akoda, which he got, and the another X-Antibody. So he hit a Alphamon there, which is really sick. So if he has the well, I'll take that back. He had the Osaryumon that he put under the Doragora, which is going to give it reboot, which this allows me to attack it. However, I mean, I do have the Metal Greymon anyway that allows me to attack unsuspended Digimon, so not really going to matter there. But the question is, do I have it? If I don't have the BlackWargreymon, then I'm definitely really in trouble. I am going to raise here, though. The BlackWargreymon will only cost 2, which would be nice because of the 2 Nokias. So, and I do also have the Agumon, which is going to be very important. Okay, so I don't have it, which is really unfortunate. BlackWargreymon would have been so good there. But unfortunately, I just have the regular Wargreymon, which is kind of getting on my nerves. Like, as much as I like that card, I think I built my deck to kind of anticipate, like, security control in decks of the sort, because I feel like with everybody loving Imperial how they are, I feel like the others that, you know, kind of like the BT6 format, there were a lot of people that were playing Gabumon, and there were a lot of people playing security control to counter Gabumon, so it kind of be the same deal, you know, in terms of people trying to counter what people are thinking about playing, which is probably a smart move. You know, Imperial does have a tough time versus decks that have super strong securities like that, so I figured I'd take it another step further. It's like, okay, I need to build my deck. There's a BlackWargreymon. Build my deck to, you know, kind of counter security control, because BlackWargreymon is good for, like, kind of just dabbling and just kind of just dirtling and not really doing a lot and not being aggressive enough. It's a great field control kind of deck, but it's not like super aggressive and like get the game over with, kind of like how Red is used to doing in its nature of a bunch of security attacks and then attack for game. So it's something to think about. And so I use the Wargreymon, unfortunately, to not attack over into his security and get some more security checks, because I needed to get rid of his Doragora, who was just gonna immediately clap back and get a bunch of checks again. So I used the Metal Greymon's Inheritable to, since the Wargreymon's a Dragonkin, to attack his unsuspended Digimon. So got rid of the Doragora, but he still has 2 bodies, as you can see. He also, like, he gained the memory this turn from Yuji. He has the memory boost to still go into the Alphamon that we knew he had. If he has Osaryumon, now things get really dangerous here, because his Alphamon can attack over my Wargreymon, and then he can unsuspend with Osaryumon. I'd take that back. You know what? Osaryumon only lets you, Oryumon, my bad. Oryumon is the other level 6 that came out of this set. We'll see if we see it here. What it allows it to do is, it's one of the few level 6s that have an ESS skill, and what it allows you to do is, if this Digimon has Alphamon in his name, which that clearly is, unsuspend his Digimon once per turn. So he'll be able to attack over my Wargrey, get value there. I'm not sure if he has to pay any memory to boost it up, but I mean, even if he has to only pay 1, that's fine. Pay 1 memory to attack over my Wargrey, and then gain 2 memory, and then unsuspend, etc. So see exactly what he does here. Or he could, I guess, go for game 2 here. I guess he has 1 Doragora, so if he had 1 Doragray under there already. So if he has another Doragray, that looks like the Ryujimon, that gives I don't know exactly what that was, but it doesn't matter. The game is over. I can't do much, and we're gonna move on to game 2. All right, guys, so jumping into game 2 here, I think I'd like for him to go first, and it ended up being a good call, because he did not open a rookie. You know, not having that 6 card, you know, definitely hindered him there. He's losing a Grumblemon, or Osaryumon, and a Daruga or Doramon there. Darugamon, rather. I'm going to draw. I'm going to Digivolve into the Agumon, which is one of, I think, the most important Agumons. Ooh, looks like I don't have a level 4. That's not good. I'm going to Digivolve into the red Agumon that gives you plus 2k on any Digimon with Greymon in this name. So that's always like an important rookie to have if you are able to use it, because your BlackWargreymon being at 14 is like such an important number in this format. 14 gets over like the Mastermon. 14 gets over, unfortunately doesn't get over Oryumon, because he'll also be 14. But yeah, so there's some important aspects of just, you know, being more than just a 12k BlackWargreymon in some of these matchups. Looks like I'm definitely missing a champion, because I hard played a Metal Greymon here, which is unfortunate, and I definitely remember how this game goes, and we'll see how it goes throughout the game, and you can see how much red there is and a lack of black. So there's the Ryujimon. That's the, I want to say the counterpart, but the other searcher, the new searcher that came out of BT8. This one also on play allows you to look at the top 3 cards and add 1 X-Antibody. You know, Digimon with X-Antibody in his traits and 1 Yuji. So that one gets you the Yuji and the X-Antibody, and then Dorumon, the one right next to it, gets you the Coda and then the X-Antibody. So a lot of RNG with that, but if you end up hitting and getting both, you are so in there. It's so good. Doraemon's gonna swing, is gonna hit into a BlackWargreymon. Can somebody tell me why anytime you're looking for a level, they're always in security? Granted, you only have 5 security, but it's like, man, are all 5 of my security, or most of it, 90% of my security, like, you know, the card that I need or the level that I need? That happens a little too often, not just to me. It's kind of unfortunate. But anyway, Metal Greymon's gonna swing 7K. 7K is pretty respectable, and what it allows you to do is delete one of your opponent's Digimon that have 4K or less DP. And I think I have to attack a player too, so that's exactly what I did. Tap the Marcus to gain another memory, so I'm at 4. Not sure exactly how much I could do here, because clearly I still don't have a champion, unfortunately. So that's just really rough right here. I'm kind of quote-unquote in control of the game, but not really. Oh, I lied. I did have a 4. What took me so long to do that? Maybe I was coping with the rest of my hand, because the rest of my hand still wasn't looking kind of good. I call this game ham, no burger, peanut butter, no jelly. If you know, you know. If you've seen Friday, because I swear, one thing that baffles me about this game is, like, out of all the shuffling you do, like, the shuffle feels good and you feel confident about your shuffle, getting all smooth shuffles, getting a nice feel and everything. And it's like, man, that last hand I drew was really bad. Then you do all this extra shuffling and all this and that, and then you know, pass turn or whatever, or you draw your new hand, and it's like you see like a whole other part of the deck. It's like you only saw one part of the deck, and it feels like you just took all your cards after the game 1, put them on top, put a cut, like the cut, and then like you just saw the other side of the deck. That baffles me so much, how that happens so much. It's like I'm seeing, you know, everything I want to see one game, then another game I'm seeing only this amount of cards, or, you know, these levels. In the next game, now I'm not seeing any 4s. Like, that's one of the most frustrating things about this game. But at the same time, yes, you are still technically able to play. Yes, you can hard drop a, you know, ultimate for 7. You gotta do what you gotta do, and you know, sometimes it works out, and a lot of times it doesn't. But rambling aside, I'm going to Digivolve into a BlackWargreymon. BlackWargreymon now has the protection. When Digivolving while on the field, you can put a Digimon with X-Antibody from your hand into his sources, and then now he cannot have his DP reduced or be deleted by opponent's card effects. So the only literal out is are 2 cards in Chaos Degrade and Mega I want to call it Mega Drain. Why do I want to call that card Mega Drain? Mega Death. So let's see what I can do here. I think he has the... I think he has the Osaryumon in there that gives blocker if you have X-Antibody in his traits, which obviously this entire deck is, so that's definitely going to happen. So I guess I could probably get 1 attack in, so whatever... It's always one of those weird situations, because it's like I can attack with one of my Digimon, will he block? And then, like, if he blocks, then that dies. Then if I attack with my other Digimon, sure, I get a check, but it's not like it's threatening lethal the next turn. And then he gets value by swinging over the other Digimon that I attacked with. So, like, I don't even know if it's necessarily okay to really attack here. It's kind of awkward spot for me. So, but I am gonna attack. He does let it go. I hit a Osaryumon, AK. So. And I'm sorry, Genryumon. Genryumon is the other one I was talking about. Some of these names are kind of hard to remember. I'm impressed that I actually remembered what the name of the other card was before this video was over. But I'm going to play a Nokia. Nokia is going to facilitate me playing Agumon. Agumon's going to allow me to look at the top 3 cards, add 1 Digimon with Greymon in his name, and 1 Digimon with Omnimon. So if you hit an Omnimon, you were able to add that to your hand. Keep in mind, you were able to add Omnimon Zwart Defeat as well, because it obviously has Omnimon in his name. So one of the rare occasions you're able to search a Zwart Defeat, which is pretty cool. See what I decide to do here. Not much else I can really do. Looks like I'm hurting for a Mega as well, which is also unfortunate. So I'm kind of just a sitting duck, and you know how those games go where you're kind of like struggling for pieces and your opponent's kind of just chilling and just preying on you, and it's just like slow death. Come on, Steph, make a play. a lot of times when I so most of my turns go really fast, and turns like this, I'm gonna give you guys a tell about me. When I take this long on a turn, a lot of times it's me probably coping with the fact that my hand is trash and I'm just complaining in my head. I never show any emotion while I'm playing, especially in a tournament. But here, okay, so I do have another level 4 at least to help me dig, and it'll be free since I tap both the Nokias. And Nokia, when you digivolve into a Digimon Omnimon in its name or a Digimon Greymon in its name, you can suspend Nokia to reduce the Digivolution cost of that by 1. So obviously tapping both will reduce the cost by 2. Greymon costs 2, thus it's free. But yeah, a lot of times it's me coping with how bad my hand is, and like before I like scoop, or I guess a lot of times I also am really trying to make sure I figure out is there like a better play than what I'm doing. And as you can see, now that I see what's going on, I see why it was taking me so long to make a decision, because BlackWargreymon, or Metal Greymon, excuse me, the new Metal Greymon would have been a quicker, easier decision, but clearly I don't have that card. So I'm sitting here with both Metal Greys from EX1 in my hand, which is not as good here. The piercing is not that well off here, especially because most of the time when he has his Mega Stack out, he usually prioritizes. Normally the X-Antibody players I've been playing against, they prioritize having you know, the reboot. So the reboot is the bane of me, because I can attack your unsuspended guy, but then I can't get piercing, and I mean, I don't even have the Metal Greymon here, so I can't even do that. So just looking really rough. So he's gonna attack with the Doragora. I forgot exactly what he put under there, but he's gonna blow up my Greymon. I think I used that Greymon despite knowing that it was gonna die. I needed to dig. I had to do what I had to do, and I had to cycle another card in my deck, so I had to do what I had to do. I was able to draw 2 more cards, you know, because of the Nokias. I was able to, yeah. But he's going to get 4 checks there. Jesus. And there's not a lot I can do on his next turn. I didn't put any pressure on him last turn. And he has 3 security, and I don't think there's going to be much I can do. Unless I end up having the BlackWargreymon here on this next turn, there I might have a potential chance, but I don't know. I still doubt it. It's not looking good for your boy. Not looking good for you, boy. He's going to play another UG on top of that, so next turn I'm definitely getting clapped. So we got to do what we can do this turn. I'm going to raise. I do have a security attack plus 1 Greymon under there, so I guess that kind of helps, but we shall see. I mean, I don't even know really what to expect at this point. I guess if I need to have a Mega of some sort, first of all, to like be able to progress this game state at all. If I don't have a Mega in general, I also think that he has, again, he has the Genryumon under there, like the one he has in Raising that will give you blockers. So, all right, so we do have a Mega, but it's the Wargrey again. Wargrey loves me. Gotta love it. I played 2 Wargreys and 4 BlackWargreys, but I keep seeing the Wargreys. Okay, okay. Like, I know you can't have it all your way. This ain't Burger King, but it's still frustrating. You know, it is what it is, though. So we're gonna attack. We have 13K. I'm gonna tap Marcus to gated memory. We're gonna swing. We get 3 checks here, so we are gonna take out the rest of his security, which is cool. But I think what's unfortunate here is, like, unless I have, so okay, I say that back. You know what? Omni would be an out. Omni would need to be an out because he's gonna hit the Coda here. Coda's gonna allow him to get another Genryumon. Cool. I could actually steal this game with an Omni, but let's see if I have it. Spoiler alert, you could tell by the rest of the retired maining in this video that I didn't have it. But if I did have it, oh, well, okay, yeah, there we go. So we saw both Wargreys, but neither of any of the BlackWargreys. Gotta love it, like I said. So I can attack, but yeah, this doesn't matter because, yeah, I needed an Omni as well. And that's why I just scooped it up right there in the video, kind of cut short from that. But it is what it is. It's going to happen, and this is one of the potential discrepancies I can definitely see with BlackWargreymon going forward. So it's probably not my first choice to take the regionals, especially because we don't have mulligans, but it's a deck I still want to work on and get right before I take it into another tournament. So be looking forward to more games coming up for me soon, more BlackWargreymon games. I got Mastermind, I got a couple of other decks I want to pilot. I will also be piloting X-Antibody at one point so you can see it from my point of view. And yeah, but I'm going to get up out of here. Y'all know what it is. Y'all have a great day and a night, whenever you're catching this video. This is Homie S. Dot. No, peace. Also, before I forget, I had this video kind of pre-made and set up, and I just had to throw commentary over it, and I almost forgot, and kind of unprofessional of me. I apologize, y'all, but I got to shout out the winner for the Lucemon Chaos mode. And that winner is TJ Medina. I did a random picker, if you will, a random number picker generator, and I did from the newest comment, or I went from the oldest comment up, and there were, I think, 25, and I put in, you know, 25, and I clicked it 3 times, and on the 3rd time, I think I want to say number 10 popped up, and number 10 ended up being TJ Medina. So congrats to you, TJ Medina. I did post it at the beginning of the video, but I wanted to verbally congratulate you, and you can get in contact with me via Facebook. That'd be great, and we can talk about the details of getting you this Luzamon Chaos Mode. And I'll make sure I send it to you with tracking, so we can make sure it gets sent to you safely. You know, my name is Stefan A. Bazell. If you don't have me on Facebook, you can find me there. If not, comment here, and we'll figure out another way to talk to you, even maybe through Discord, and I can get your information through Discord, and we can go from there as well. So let me know in the comments down below, TJ Medina. Again, congrats to you, and we'll work out getting this card to you. Now I'm gonna get up out of here. Y'all have a great day and or night whenever you're catching this video. This is your homie S. Dot heading out. Peace.